coming to you live from the It's Funny studios. I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Here we are, the end of July.
Back again.
Shocker. It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot everywhere.
Yep.
How is everybody doing? Good?
Good.
You all good?
Staying cool.
Staying cool. That's a good thing.
I'm usually never cool, so.
No, it's been difficult to stay cool, but that's all right. Like I said, summertime, Midwest, that's kind of what you're going to get. Hot and
I'm
humid.
kind of cold-blooded, so I have not minded some warmer temps.
You're finally down to just a turtleneck and a sweater now, so that's good.
Yeah.
So I think for the day's show, I think Greg said he's got a couple things off the top, and then we got a couple of barroom debates we're going to go over. We're going to talk snacks.
Oh, I should have had bartender come over.
We should have.
Oh, yeah, you could have used
He
bartender.
should have. And then finish up the show. We're going to revisit time blindness. Not a whole lot, but there was a couple other things. That was from last week's show, and there was a couple things that I didn't get into. I kind of wanted to. And then we're going to talk about smartphones and how or do they affect your love life or your romantic life or just relationships in general. So there we go.
Sounds good.
Take it away, Greg.
All right. Well, this first thing, I've griped about it before, but it happened again last week. Gas station. Pulled in, got gas in my Jeep for work. It says, see cashier. The receipt.
Was it the gas station there at the Four Corners? That's not going to help any of our listeners.
No, it's
Circle
the smaller
K?
one on down. It's still Circle K, but it's
because I
smaller.
went there 3 times over 2 weeks at that one, and it made me go in. And I tried different pumps.
Yeah, this one, see cashier. So I go in, and there's a line like 8 people long. It's like, why did I pay it, or why did I go to the pump? I mean, it's supposed to give you a receipt. Keep those things filled.
If they would put that up front, I would just leave. I would go
I
to
would
another
too.
gas station. I'd pull up like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not getting gas here.
There should be a little sensor for the tape that says when it's out, little light comes on.
See, on the ones I went to, you heard it went like it printed, but it was like it wasn't straight. So you just hear it when it goes to push out. It go like it's crumpled all up in there. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, this one didn't even
darn
try. It didn't
as
even
soon as it
try.
made the noise, you're like, crap. Gosh dang it.
It's so infuriating. It's
Then
like,
I got to walk in and I got to look at the pump 17 times to make sure that I'm pump 7. Okay.
pump 5.
Was it 7? Yeah, 7. Okay. What pump was it? They said, I have to look at 7. It's 7. I don't know. Just fix it.
And then they'll go, did you have 3573? It's like, I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
I paid until it stopped, and I expected to get a piece of paper, but I didn't.
Yeah. And then, of course, out of that 8 people line, 4 of them are getting lottery tickets, chew, all the different things.
You couldn't even get your cigarettes or alcohol.
That's right. So that's my first gripe. Okay. Second is not really a gripe, but last week I talked about all these different concerts that I'm going to. Well, we went
Kids
to
Bop.
one.
Kids Bop was
way high on
That was the highlight.
That was the highlight.
Well, so we went to the Foreigner Loverboy one, right?
Foreigner.
And we got there, 2 hours early?
Yeah, probably close to that.
And we go up to get in the line, and they let us in. They scanned my tickets off my phone and let us into this little waiting area that's right in front of an area called Stage Left, which is kind of a lounge. But we had not purchased the $40 per person ticket to get into Stage Left.
But where we scanned in, you didn't go to Stage Left.
No.
You scanned in, and then you would have to turn left, and they had a person checking to see if you were going in. So it was like gate 1, you could go in, and then you could go left after you got in there, and they would go up and scan your barcode and give you a wristband if you were allowed to go into Stage Left.
But we couldn't go into Stage Left, so we're in a little waiting area that's about 15 by 15. Waiting. We're standing there waiting.
This is all outside. It's an amphitheater.
Yeah, and we're super early, so if they continue this trend, that little area is going to get packed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, because they weren't going to open the doors till 5, I think. Yeah, I think it's 5. Well, then we hear...
Or was it 5:30? It doesn't matter.
Might have been, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But then we hear a police officer or a security guard. He's talking on his walkie-talkie, and we hear him say,
I think he was a cop.
Was he a cop? It looked like he probably
was. Was a cop, but they
and he's talking to the gal that's working the first check-in, and I had gone over and asked, because Doug and I had talked about it, and I'd gone over and asked the girl, hey, just curious, if we would need to leave this area, can we get back in with these phone tickets? And she's like, no.
Nope.
Once you're in,
once you're scanned in, you're in.
Yeah,
you cannot leave.
Well, then we heard this cop tell and I'll try to make this short, but the cop tells this gal, they just announced that they're not going to open the doors till 6 o'clock because there was some lightning in the area. And it's like, well, we're going to be under a pavilion in there. We'll be safer from the lightning than we are standing out here.
He said, no, we can kill more people if you all stand outside in this big open area when the storm gets here.
Form
with
a
the
big
lightning.
Group.
Yes.
And when
Hold
the lightning
these
comes,
aluminum poles for us, would you?
Yeah. Send up the kite.
Yes, exactly.
well, then some of the people that work there started having this argument about we're all in the wrong place. All these people that went into that little entryway.
And there was already probably about 25 of us in there.
Yeah.
Are you all stage left? We're like, no. Well, what are you doing? We walked up. They said gate 1. We scanned. That was it. I don't know.
So then they go, well, we gotta scan you back out and you gotta go to that next gate. And I'm like, well, you said I couldn't use my ticket once. Well, we can. And the gal like scanned our ticket and we're like, oh, this is great. We're not going to be able to get back in because they're going to scan my tickets out. And, so then we walk over to the very next gate and they said, no, it's not this one. It's around the arena on the other side.
We walked and
had
walked
to
and walked.
Walk all the way to the other side of the arena. And we got there and they said, well, we're not opening the gates for another half hour.
Some guy with a megaphone came out. Everyone has to go back to their car because there's lightning. We're not going to open the gate till everybody goes back to their car. A couple people left. Everybody else like, no. They started hollering, no, we're not going.
Yeah, and Misha brought up a good point. How are the people in the cars going to know when they open the doors?
Yeah, like, we were parked on the backside behind the big berm, like at the amphitheater.
Yeah,
we couldn't see anything but a grassy hill. It's like, this isn't going to work.
Yeah. And first we walked up to the first line and we're like, okay, this is a line. It doesn't look too crazy. And they go, oh, this is this is the non-bag line.
Well, the first one was the fast track line.
Oh yeah, the fast track.
Because we were like, oh, did you guys purchase fast track? We're like,
what is this, Disney?
No. Yeah. So
just let me in.
Oh no. Keep going.
No. So we go to the next line and they're like, oh, this is the no bag line. And Misha's got a bag.
Yes,
so it's like, well, we can't wait in the no bag line. So we got to go over further to the bag line.
It's
just let me in, please.
That's how you were feeling by the time you were done. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
So anyways, we finally got in. It's all a concert. And then I guess I didn't hear it, but I guess the guy right behind me
behind your wife,
behind Lori, threw up.
Yes. Twice before the concert started.
Oh, before it even started.
Oh yeah, before it even started.
I did hear him say, wow, that must not have agreed with me or something like that.
Yeah, we're sitting there. My wife says, oh man, that guy just threw up. I'm like, what? Oh, and so I was sitting there and I was like, well, who was it? I look and he goes again. Right now, I was like, oh, thanks. And go ahead.
Lori said she felt a little wet. On her back.
Oh no!
She doesn't think it was that. She thinks it was something else. But
yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of had napkins, and then he just takes his hands and wipes them on his shorts and stays for the entire 3.5 hours of the concert.
He did not leave the area.
I just threw up on myself. I will stay.
That's diehard there.
You should have left. I would have left.
Yeah, I would too.
I would have got up and went and sat in the grass or something.
I'd
have given up my seat.
Even after all that waiting in line, would you still
If I threw up on myself, yeah. I'm not going to sit there and puke.
First, I'd be apologizing to people, and then it's like, I'm trying to leave. It's like, I won't stay here, But yeah, so he hurled. All right, last thing. I was talking to a friend of mine at church Sunday, and he's in the band, and he was showing me a picture. He went down to this restaurant in East Peoria that's called, I think it's Tin Lizard. It's at the Paradise Casino.
Okay.
It's called Tin Lizard. Well, his waitress was a robot. This thing rolls up to his table, and it looks like a little black and gold kind of R2-D2 thing with an iPad on top of it. And he said they ordered their meal, and the thing comes rolling back out with their meal. But he said him and his wife asked for ketchup and a soda refill. They never came back. It just
Yeah.
Well,
left.
good. It's acting just like the regular staff. It's corrupted the staff.
So you can be dissed by a robot. But I'm surprised they're actually to that now. This
Wow.
thing was waiting on them, and I would not tip it.
No, I would not either.
I don't know what you tip a robot anyways.
A couple washers? I don't know.
So, all right. That's sorry. I kind of rambled on the concert.
that's all right.
But
Yeah, so we did. I liked the concert. It was Loverboy and Foreigner.
yeah, it was good.
They were good. They sounded good. Mm-hmm. Loverboy was there. All the original members except for one,
The bassist.
and the bassist, and they sounded pretty good. Mike Reno, God love you, but he's put on quite a bit of weight.
Yeah.
If you look at them in their prime, it was they were the sex symbols, man. They
Well, yeah,
wore
he
black
would-
leather and usually a leather vest with no shirt underneath.
yeah.
He was looking pretty heavy.
He kind of looked like a biker dude.
He did. He did.
Gray
He was,
hair slicked
He was
back.
very heavy.
Still sounded good.
It
But yeah,
sounded
he,
good. I mean, yeah, I give it to them. They were up there. They belted
Yeah,
it.
he
And
rocked it.
they just got up and they sang their hits. It's just like, here's the hits that we have. We're not playing any new stuff. The
Yeah.
show, boom, this is it.
yeah, and Foreigner pretty much did that too. They had
Yeah, they
one
had
newer
one.
song, but even that is from 11 years ago.
Yeah. But they were pretty good, although they didn't have any original members, but they were still pretty good. So
Their lead singer's been with them about, what did I say, 18 years or something like that?
2005.
Kelly
or something.
Hansen. That guy can sing though.
Yep.
So,
But they were good.
yeah, good show.
I've got a question.
Mike's been pondering as we talk.
When does a band without any original members not become that band?
Great segue, because that's going to lead us right into our bar debate. This is a great bar debate.
Oh,
That's good.
so
I like
we
that.
don't want to answer this then right now.
No, go. Yeah, let's just jump into it.
Yeah.
So when is it? So that's a good question, because Loverboy had 4 of 5.
Yeah,
of the
4 or
original
5. So I
members.
would say they definitely qualify.
They are still.
That's still Loverboy.
Lover.
You go see Loverboy. That's or Lover Old Men or whatever they're going to be called now.
Now, last time I saw Foreigner was in 2011, and they had 2 of the 5 original members.
Okay,
How's that count?
I think that's still
One
good.
of them was the founding guy too.
But this time,
This time, no originals.
I think you can make an argument that we didn't see Foreigner then at this point.
I would make that contention as well.
I would
Yeah.
say that, yeah, if you have no original members, and I would even go as far as saying, let's say you didn't have any of the original members, but you had the members that were there in their prime when they had hits out on the radio, because sometimes you'll have founding members and they'll be there for like a year and they'll fall out and they'll bring in, replace a bunch of people.
Kind of like Pete Best with the Beatles.
Yeah, kind of. Or some Journey, or because Journey they've
Yeah, they had a
rotated
couple years
people
prior to
different-
Steve Perry that
Yeah,
they
and then-
didn't really have any hits.
So that's a good question. I would say we didn't see Foreigner now, Mike, that you brought that up.
I mean, at that point, they're kind of like a trivia band.
It's kind of like
right?
the music of Foreigner.
And
It
they-
is like the music of Foreigner. They sounded really good.
Now, I will say, Kelly Hansen has been their lead singer since, what did we say, 05.
Okay, well, give me a top 10 Foreigner hit since 05, since he's been there on the radio.
Oh, I don't know if there's
Exactly.
any or not, but
I think you're trying to.
I don't know if
think
there
you're
were
trying
any
to
top
make it. You're
10
trying to will it to be really Foreigner when it probably wasn't.
I still say it's Foreigner because bands can
I call
don't
him
think so.
doctor.
Can
This
change-
is like Elaine.
change personnel.
Are you a doctor? I call him doctor. Well, he's not really a doctor. We have a doctor now. He's a doctor. Hey, quit saying that. I don't know, Mike. I
mean,
think I'm
if-
going to have to go with you and
If you
say
call them
we
a
saw.
tribute band, they're a really good tribute
They
band.
are. They sounded fantastic. I mean, they sound
I say,
good.
I mean, I don't pretend when I go to see Get the Let Out that I'm watching Led Zeppelin. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, they might sound amazing, but I don't think that's the actual band.
If you went and saw 4 musicians that sounded just like the Beatles, would it be the Beatles? Even let's say they bought all of the song rights and everything.
No.
It's not the Beatles anymore.
No, that's not the Beatles.
So if I'm going to be intellectually honest and say that's not the Beatles, I would have to say that that's.
I don't think it's a band. It's not the band.
See, now I feel like I overpaid for a tribute band and almost got thrown up on.
Yeah. On this one, I still say, okay, Kelly Hansen was in the band with original members,
That's not.
and
Doesn't
he's
count.
the lead singer.
Okay.
So
that
you
make a
got
difference?
it does make a big difference. You
The
wouldn't
singer
want
makes one.
the
makes
singer
band.
makes a huge difference.
Okay.
I mean, go listen to a band that doesn't. I mean, even Journey, as much as I like Journey, I still have never been super comfortable with that. Arnell, is that his name? It's without Steve Perry, it just hasn't felt like Journey, even though
different,
that is mostly.
But they still have Jonathan Cain.
They still have
and
him, but
Neil Schon.
But it doesn't have the same sound.
It may not
because
have the
that
sound,
lead
but they have a
singer-
better case, I think, of saying we're Journey.
So
I don't
guess
know. They
that's.
fight about it all the
Oh,
time.
they do. They hate each other.
Let's say, are you saying that they're still Journey, even though their lead singer is not your favorite?
They are still Journey, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, kind of in the same.
I would say that was Styx. Styx has two of the original members that are still with them.
Yeah.
And the bassist, he doesn't tour anymore because he's in ill health, but he does. He has played a few. But I would still say that is Styx.
Well, and there's some bands too that don't. Yeah, their core members don't even tour.
All right.
all the
What
time.
about
They've got touring members. instead
what
of the
about
actual-
Dennis D. Young and Styx? Because there's only one, him.
Well, no. Then I'd say you just went and saw Dennis DeYoung. I couldn't go watch Dennis DeYoung say, I went to a Styx concert. It's like, no, you went and saw Dennis DeYoung.
So why does two make it Styx then?
I don't know if I have a number.
I feel it has. Well, I don't know.
I don't know if I can definitively say a number, but I have a feeling that even one person who's maybe an original member is. I just don't think that's the actual band.
Yeah. And I agree. It's
I
not
don't
the
know.
actual band.
So even with one person, you wouldn't let him get away with that.
I don't think it just doesn't seem like that wouldn't be the band.
Because we saw that when we went and saw Boston with Jefferson Air Starship, and they did have one original member.
Yeah,
They wheeled him out for one song, and he sang it. Not
did
very
he even-
well, but he did sing it.
Oh my gosh, he was.
And I felt really bad, but he did. But I would have said, that's not really Jefferson Starship. I mean, they don't have anybody there.
I mean, then
they sounded good.
Then it's time to just stop touring on the band's name. I mean,
Well, they're cashing checks. The original members not.
Well, even Boston, Tom Scholes is really the only guy left with them.
But to be fair, with Boston, it kind of was only Tom Scholes and
But still,
Brad
why?
Delp.
But he doesn't even. I mean, he only sings harmonies. He doesn't
know.
sing any leads.
But I mean, when their first album was Tom Schultz and Brad Delp, and then he brought people in after they wrote it and sang it to learn the music.
Yeah, I mean, so. Well, unfortunately, their drummer died on a cruise ship during a gig.
And Brad Delp killed himself, so
Yeah.
that's a little.
See,
You
and
have to replace people like that when they die. They die
after
out.
we saw Foreigner, I went and listened on YouTube to some newer Lou Gramm stuff, who used to be the lead singer for Foreigner. I would rather pay what we paid to see Kelly Hansen than Lou Gramm. And I love Lou Gramm. I love the original Foreigner.
and Lou Gramm has
but
had a lot of health
He's
problems.
had health
too.
problems,
and, so
and
he
did not sound good. And it's
he's
like
not in.
I would have been very disappointed to pay what we paid to
Yeah.
see him
Yeah.
versus what we got to see. So
I enjoyed it. I thought they sounded good, but I think I am going to have to say that, we didn't see Foreigner. We saw the band called Foreigner.
see, I think, in my opinion, there's some grandfathering in because after like some of the original members left, it became Mick Jones, I can't think of the guitar player's name who played sax, and Kelly Hansen was singing. Well, now Mick Jones has had some health problems, so he's touring with them a little bit, but he wasn't there this time. So an original member plus a guy who's been there for 18 years.
See, I don't think
touring
it's
together.
I don't think it's the amount of years. I think you had to have somebody that was a main member of the band when they were in their
the
heyday,
prime. I could agree with
putting
that.
stuff out. Otherwise, I can say I've been playing with the Beatles for 45 years. No, you haven't.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel like there's a little bit of grandfathering and him being the lead singer.
Okay, so let's take a vote. That was our number one. Did Greg and Doug actually see Foreigner on
Yes.
Saturday? Greg says yes.
I'm gonna say no.
I will go with the tiebreaker, and I'm going to go. I got to say no as well now. I was yes, but now Mike's talked me out of it.
Well, you wasted your money then.
I still still had a good time.
Well, I'm not saying you wasted your money.
And you got puked on.
But I saw Loverboy. They were the original.
They were the
And I
original.
saw two whacked out chicks trying to dance. I don't know what they were doing. She was doing this weird slow motion dance, but it wasn't to our music. I don't know what she was hearing.
That reminds me. I was wearing my shirt.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Orlando.
my Florida shirt.
Greg was motioning. I was wearing my shirt.
It was a Florida shirt. It said Orlando on it.
And it had a big palm tree.
It's got a big palm tree. Well, and that palm tree kind of looks like marijuana.
Because the guy 2 rows down was hitting it hard, and he kept around offering Greg smoke and everything else.
Holding a joint up towards me.
We're like, hey, you got a friend there, Greg.
And I'm
you
like,
found your buddy.
I'm like, shaking my head no, and then he smiles and he kind of waves, and I'm like, oh, I get what it is.
Oh, he's got his own.
Yeah.
That's it.
Far out, brother.
That dude smoked the entire show.
He did.
Yeah.
So
Every concert has got those guys.
Oh yeah.
All
Usually
right.
you see at least one air drummer.
That woman was kind of doing this weird, like, Mister's like, she's doing the windmill. It looked like she had both arms like flailing. I'm like, what is she doing?
The concert goer's checklist. It's like the I Spy at a concert.
They left. So Loverboy played first. They played for about an hour.
Yeah.
They left. And they said, we're going to go to the bathroom. They left. They left some stuff there. They never came back, ever.
I think
we never saw them again.
They got lost.
We were all happy. Everybody was happier that they weren't there. We're like, good.
Maybe they accidentally found their way out of the arena and their tickets couldn't scan them back
Maybe
in.
they did.
Man.
All right. The second one I got here, it says, this was interesting. So this is up to you. So I'm not going to give you a list.
Who, me?
Each one of us. It says, what is the largest animal you could fight in a hand-to-hand combat and still win? So it's not like, okay, I'm going to fight a mouse. But it's like, it's got to be, I mean, so let's say that you're going to get thrown into a cage and they just start throwing animals. At what point would it be like, I think I could win this one, but there's like, I can't do the next one. I can't win the next
I think
animal
we've talked
fight.
about this somewhat.
A similar one, but not exactly. So this would be what's the largest animal you would feel comfortable. Now you may be just completely destroyed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. I'm like, this is a tough one. This is hard.
I would have because there's the ferocity of the animal as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
You gotta take all that
There's some
into
small, like, you know, you get a feral cat or something. It's like he's not real big, but he could.
But you could stomp a feral cat if you.
You
I mean,
could, yeah, but
I'm
you
saying-
you might get some.
But you start going up like, I was thinking coyote is like probably. I think I would have to. It would. I would be a mess. It would just tear me up.
It could go wrong.
Because I think a wolf, man, those wolves weigh 250 pounds. They're a big animal.
I'm not
I don't
going.
think you're going to take
I'm
a
not doing
wolf.
that.
So I'm thinking, so like a coyote. Is there anything bigger than a coyote that I would feel like maybe I would have a shot at? That would be I think coyote is where I will go, but I don't know. So any thoughts with the largest animal that you could take hand to hand?
I thought there maybe, but then it was bravado. I was like, maybe I could take a deer, but then I imagined some buck just absolutely
Coming in with
those
his
antlers,
rack
man.
and
just raking me. So yeah, I'm backing down from that.
See, my only thought on a coyote is they're not as big as a wolf. They'll go 80 pounds. If I could get behind him or get him in a headlock or something, I feel like I could crush his windpipe or take the wind and take him out. Now, that's going to be horrible getting to that position because he's not going to just let me walk up behind him and take him out. Deer would be.
I mean, any doe, you could take down a doe.
We're saying these are animals though that can fight.
Yeah.
So we can't. Like I said, it can't be.
So yeah, you put me in there with a buck.
I mean, does can get up with. They got hooves and they can stomp you, but.
Well, coyotes. I mean, those
they got teeth, man.
Teeth.
Oh,
nimble.
they tear you up. Like I said, I'm not saying it out of bravado. Like, oh, I'm going to take it. Like, no, it is going to be a fight, and I may lose, but I feel like maybe.
You got a fighting chance.
Yeah, maybe. Although anymore, my knees blown out. I can't walk around. I don't know if I could defeat a feral cat or a mouse.
We're going just hand to hand.
Hand to hand, no weapons.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and it depends on the blows you get. Because you hear of people with sharks, every once in a while they'll get some lucky blows in or something, and the shark will leave them alone. But As far as beating the shark, I don't think you
That's
could.
what I'm going to say. It's not that you make it leave it alone. It's a fight to the death. You both are in a closed area. Only one of you is coming out.
I'm thinking Chihuahua.
Chihuahua? All right.
No, go ahead. I'm trying to think of any other animals.
Yeah, I'm not liking the choices that
I mean, there's raccoons.
popping in my mind. See, I feel pretty strong about a raccoon.
A raccoon will mess you up too, though, man. They can.
Sure.
They got teeth, and
But I feel pretty good about taking down the raccoons.
I felt the same.
If you get some good kicks in or something,
You could, I think, once you land at
you
least
could injure
one,
a raccoon easier than
one
you
good
can.
blow on the raccoon, and that's pretty much game over.
Same thing with the coyote. If you got a good kick, or it's like if it came in, you were able to get a kick into its rib cage and hurt it. Then you've got an injured coyote in the cage with you.
No, he's mad.
Yes. So
he's angry.
you got to do it. You got to do it quick. You can't do it prolonged. You got to have a plan when you.
Yeah,
go
you got to
in
be
there.
fast when you do it.
I'm almost no, I'm not. Never mind.
A hawk.
Oh,
See, this is gonna dive bomb me. I'm not gonna be able to take
I know
it.
it'll
I
fly
stayed-
up, come back down.
Yeah.
I stayed completely
Yeah.
away from birds, man. Birds are pound for pound. They're the mean. They're
Those-
just mean.
Talons are nasty on those things.
Beaks and everything
Yeah.
else.
How
Man.
about a
It's-
monkey?
See,
Oh,
now
no.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about maybe a very small chimpanzee, but then they've got thumbs.
Chimpanzee was ripped a woman's face off before.
They swing
terrible.
around. It'll be,
They've got thumbs.
Well, and the thing with the
dexterity.
chimpanzee, they have done studies where they look for weaknesses. It's not just like a
find your weakness.
instinct. It's like, no, he may go, going for the groin. He's taking out your eyes.
Yeah.
What about?
What if he gouges your eyes out? Now you're blind in there with a chimpanzee. It's like, this is
I'm getting his eyes too.
going to go
So
poorly.
he's going to be blind too. What about a goat?
Yeah, I feel like you could probably do a goat.
Those horns.
It's
Yeah.
got horns, but that's about it. It'll batter you.
Is a goat
I think that's about its
bigger
one
than
trick.
a
Yeah.
coyote?
I think some species of goat would be.
Yeah.
Its head and horns is groin height, man.
It's gonna be tough.
That's groin. That's coming in.
It's kind of like the coyote, though. If you can get a good kick in, you might have a chance. Any animal,
See, I feel like the goat's head's harder though. It's
Yeah, that's
It's
they
tough.
are hard. I mean, they will ram into each other.
I know.
what goat are you talking about?
I don't
mean,
know.
just
I mean,
like
it's got to
average
be
everyday
like the
goat?
deer.
Okay.
It's got to be a
But not like a big horn sheep or anything.
no. Yeah,
I'm not taking that.
a ram.
I feel fairly confident with my coyote. I think I'm sticking there.
How about a wild turkey?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good with
I'm
the
just thinking of different animals I've encountered now. Just
the turkey. You get the neck, and that's pretty much I think game over.
Yep. And a turkey can't fly real well.
No.
They're kind of sporadic with it.
I mean, I have been charged by a turkey before in a parking lot.
I don't want to take on a turkey.
or geese.
Yeah,
Geese are.
They get
They're
that neck out there.
they're feisty.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
Like you said, if you
Afraid
could get a
of a
hold
goose.
of their head,
Yeah,
you could
you-
wring their neck.
Yeah.
So I think you got a really good shot with that.
I might fall in line with you with the coyote, and that's not going to be pleasant.
No, I could lose.
I think if you go biggest, that's probably where I'd cap myself out because I keep trying to think maybe if I go bigger, but then
See,
I don't know. I'm
that's
not-
the whole thing with
not
the
liking it.
You're taking it up to the very extreme. Like the next animal, I couldn't. The next animal will take me out.
yeah,
So I think coyote would be my limit. And that would be probably a 50-50. Maybe 51-49 I win. So it's right there.
yeah.
I would be a mess. It would mess you up. Even if you win, you're going to be
Because
tore up.
Coyotes are the size of a large dog,
Yep.
small wolf. So
Yep.
you're kind of in between. I think that's probably where I'm not going to want to go much bigger than
Yep.
that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to even stay in the dog family and go to a large dog. I mean, that's not as big as a coyote.
Depends what some dogs are.
No, I'm saying
Oh, you want like a medium-sized dog then.
medium-sized
All right.
dog.
Some giant mastiff.
Because I figure if it's
dog.
trying to
German
attack,
Shepherd?
if
Yeah.
it's trying to attack me, yeah, I
Because
think
what? A coyote probably goes, between 60 and 80 pounds, I would
Yeah.
say.
yeah.
Probably comfortably.
And they got those teeth. That's the problem.
What's Denver weigh?
He's
That's
60.
Mike's dog. So he's 60 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
on
if,
the low
if he
side of
turned
the-
on me, I don't know. I mean, it'd be a fight.
It would be. Yeah, I'm not saying it would be easy at all, and I could lose conceivably.
So I'm saying about that size dog.
So medium dog. Notice Mike and I went wild animal. Greg is going with a domestic dog.
That's right. Hey, I moved up from Chihuahua.
His hatred of dogs.
I was going to go to Yorkie next.
All right, so
I just can't think of any other animals though
I
that
think
are
we're
kind
all
of comparable.
fairly close to the same camp. I can't either. That's the problem. You can't think of anything that's comparable.
I'm trying to think, what would be the one animal at all
badger?
cost I would
Badger's
not.
small, but there's bears don't even mess with badgers.
Porcupine.
I was gonna say, if you flip it, what would be the one animal you would not absolutely at all ever want to go one-on-one with?
Well, I mean, you could go bear, grizzly bear.
I was thinking grizzly bear, some sort of because a grizzly bear, I mean, that thing it's over.
or even black bears. They kill people all the time. A bear would be it would be bad.
See, I think bear. I mean, I'm talking huge grizzly, but then also one of those giant gorillas, silverback gorillas. I don't know. That might be even worse.
That may.
Having to
It's
go-
going to probably turn you inside
It's
out.
funny. I just read like an article about that this week, and I think they said a grizzly would take out a gorilla.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably
I'll have to
because of
find
his
that.
claws.
Yeah,
Probably
I'll have
a
to
little bit
find that
bigger.
article.
A little bit more weight.
That's funny you said that. Yeah.
The gorilla's going to be, I think, much more agile.
Yeah.
But the claws are what
Yeah.
would if he could hit him with
Because-
the claws. I mean, he would disembowel him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The gorilla doesn't have the claws.
Yeah.
Because I mean, by the time that
Gorilla's got teeth like the grizzly, though.
the bear stands up, I mean that's a height advantage, and then
Yeah. Giant.
Yeah,
Those
kinda
grizzly
strike.
bears are huge.
yeah,
That would not be.
some big lion. Yeah.
Yeah. Any of the big cat family
Yeah,
wouldn't
anything.
be good.
Any of your major predators.
What about a smaller cat like a mountain lion
Mountain lions.
Those are
kill
still
people.
yeah. Those are still
compared
kind
to
of
your
scary.
coyote?
Oh,
I'm
I take a
sticking with
coyote over
coyote.
a mountain lion anytime.
Yeah.
Mountain lion's bigger than a coyote.
Well, and most of the time they ambush you.
Yes,
they
they
sneak
do.
up on you before.
Attack you from the
Well,
rear.
that's
Yeah.
the cat in them.
Yeah.
I would still go coyote over.
I would just shine a laser in front of him and
Even like I would go coyote over like a bobcat because a bobcat's probably about the same size as a coyote.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, bobcat.
Those have
But
got
they got
big
big claws.
claws. Yeah.
And that's the problem. They could sink in and hold on to you while they just chomp away. It's not going to be good. So, all right.
Yeah.
We done?
I think so.
All right. Well, let's move to snacks. I found
After being a snack for an animal,
Yes, exactly. I found a couple of things here on snacks. I found they had a America's favorite junk food map by state, and then I found another one that said the 25 most popular. The reason I got two is the one by state. They did it more on like Google searches, so it doesn't. It's not really like maybe people are eating them. I don't know what kind. If they were like, where do I buy these? But you care to guess what the number one junk food was according to this one?
okay, junk food.
Snack. So America's favorite junk food or snack.
I'm going to guess potato chip.
That's kind of where I was leaning to.
How about a name brand? They're going name brand.
I'm going to stick with potato chip. I'm going to say Lay's.
Okay, Mike. He's got the savory. I'm gonna go sweet then. Snickers bar.
Nope. Sour Patch Kids.
What? Sour
That's what they
Patch
said.
Kids.
Yes. And then the next two were tied for second place. And it surprised me too. Kit Kat. And Animal Crackers? Is it 1921? Let me grab my big wooden wheel and stick and run it down the road to the
who's
store so I can get
eating
me a
those?
box of Animal Crackers? What is happening?
I mean, I know you'll give them to a little child to, because they can't chew stuff that well yet. But
Crunchy?
but who's eating those?
I don't know. So yeah, it said that Animal Crackers came in second. So this is all by regions.
That's weird.
Sorry, here, just refresh. Yeah, Sour Patch Kids came out on top in 7 states. So the top 7 states.
I don't even care that much for Sour Patch Kids.
I like Sour Patch Kids. I wouldn't put them number one for sure. You get. I tell you what. I'll give you both a guess to see if you can guess one of the 7. Just one. So just if you can get one of the 7.
Well, now with the Sour Patch Kids, you've
7
thrown
states.
me off.
And I will tell you this: it's kind of all over. It's not like one region, so it's a pretty good spread out representation. Of it.
Well, I got to throw out my favorite, Reese's.
No, which states?
Oh,
what states picked Sour Patch?
Oh,
One of the 7.
I
I'm
gotcha.
sorry. I was confusing. So 7 states picked Sour Patch Kids. Can you give me one of the 7 that picked them?
I'm going to go with. I'll say California.
I'll say Missouri.
California was one of the 7, not Missouri. So Arizona, California, Delaware, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, and North Carolina all like the sour.
Michigan, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Says Animal Crackers and Kit Kats tied for second.
That's
Animal
weird.
Crackers are the most popular junk food. Okay. Maine, Missouri. There's your Animal Cracker state.
No,
Vermont and West Virginia, and Kit Kats are in Nevada, Oregon, Washington, and New York. So they have a little map here. I was surprised, like, there wasn't more. I see Doritos.
Well, Illinois,
Was Pringles.
Pringles. We're the Pringle state, of course.
Yeah, Doritos was in Arkansas. Georgia, Milk Duds. According to, again, this is
Milk
according
Duds.
to,
What a dud of a candy
Yes, it
snack.
you care to guess what Florida's top? And again, this is by their Google search, so I don't think you guys will guess it.
M&M's.
No. Nerds. Care to guess Hawaii's?
How about Jolly Ranchers?
That's a good
Ooh,
guess.
that's a good guess. I don't know.
You won't get it.
Okay.
It's gummy bears, which you have guessed gummy bears. And then, Fruit Roll-Up was on the list of a couple.
I looked at that map.
Skittles was in Nebraska.
What's up with the states that have nothing?
Well, there's a in the corner, like a
chart or whatever.
yeah, it gives you all of the other states. Alabama,
Yeah,
Butterfinger,
because I was wondering about Alabama.
Butterfinger.
What is it?
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. Okay.
And I only see Reese's on one, and that's in Ohio. Way to go, Ohio! Because I guess I'm going to move there.
Yeah, I saw that they were Reese's.
I don't see how Reese's was not in there. So anyway, that was the first article I found, and again, they just did it by Google search. Now this other one, they did the top 25, and they actually interviewed 7,000 people. So to me, this feels a little more. This is from a couple years ago, but it was the latest one I could find. So I'll just go through a few of them. I'll get us down to kind of our top 10, but 25 was Ghirardelli, which I like Ghirardelli.
Yeah, Ghirardelli chocolates.
Then 24 on here was Kit Kat.
Wow.
So way down on 24. 23, this one was on the other one as well. Cheez-It? I mean, Cheez-Its are okay. I never go out of my way to find a Cheez-It.
No.
I like
So
Cheez-Its.
somebody's like, I need some snacks. If they came back with a box of Cheez-Its, I'd be like, what?
I'd
Get outta
eat
here.
them, but they're not mine.
I like Cheez-Its.
You'd be happy if you said, go get a snack, and I came back and the snack I gave you was Cheez-It?
I wouldn't mind.
You're wrong, Mike. You were right on Foreigner, but you were wrong on Cheez-It. I would not be. I would be like, I can eat it, but I am not a fan of the Cheez-It. It's okay. 22 was Cheetos. Although for here, Cheez-It at 23, I will give you, okay, that's far enough down. If I had 22 other snacks and you came with Cheez-It, I'd be like, that's appropriate.
I feel like that's appropriately ranked.
Yeah. I will give you that.
I'd say I enjoy Cheez-Its, but they're not. Yeah, they're not
They're
on the
not
top of
top.
my
Yeah,
list.
they're
either.
not.
Okay,
top.
22 Cheez-It. Oh, now some of these on the list. This is why. 21. Kellogg's Special K? That's a cereal. That is not a snack.
No.
That's
That is
not a snack.
You cannot have cereal as a
No.
snack. You can eat cereal as a snack, I guess. But if somebody says,
We've done that,
but if somebody said, give me a snack, I come out with a bowl of Raisin Bran. Mike's going to
Kellogg's.
smack it out of my hand. What is this? It's your snack.
If you gave me Captain Crunch, I might go for it.
Okay, that's not as bad as the next one. Number 20. Campbell's tomato soup. Enough people out of 7,000
What?
said, what do you like for a snack? Campbell's tomato soup.
Was this 7,000 drunk people? Or
I don't like tomato soup anyway. I don't want any soup. That's a meal.
Yeah,
Soup is a meal. Even tomato soup. That's part of the meal. That's not a snack.
I agree.
Mike's on a road trip. Pulls, what do you got? I got to get a little snack. Comes out with a bowl of soup.
See,
heading on down the road.
I think of a snack as somewhere if you stopped at like a gas station. Like you said, if you're on a road trip and you walked into the gas station to buy something, the snack would have to come from a place like a gas station.
Now, this next one I think is too
Tomato
low,
soup.
in my opinion.
is what?
Too low.
Okay.
Number 19, Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. I think that is a solid snack.
Yeah.
If I said give me a snack and you brought in a plate of chocolate chip cookies, I'd be like, we're good to go. The Dove candy bar, that's 18. The Dove chocolate.
It's chocolate. I like it.
Okay, this might be though. This may be worse than the tomato soup. I don't know.
And what number are we on?
This is 17. Quaker Oats. You want a nice snack? Here's some oatmeal for you. Oh, little Quaker Oats. I'd rather have the tomato soup, and I hate tomato soup. I'd be like, give me the soup.
Yeah.
I don't want Quaker Oats. 16 Tostitos. That's
Okay,
a solid.
yeah.
That's a solid.
I would say that's
go.
a solid ranking.
Yeah.
This one surprised me as low as it is. 15 Snickers at 15.
It's a good snack, but yeah, 15 seems low to me.
Okay, I see. I haven't looked at some of these because I was 14 Cheerios again with the cereal. Cheerios.
I think this is sponsored by the cereal companies.
General Mills.
Yeah.
Big cereal.
They strike again.
Oh, 13. Now, I see where you guys are on the Fritos. I'm not a Fritos
I like
fan.
Fritos.
They're okay. I like them in chili. I like them stuff like that, but I have a hard time just like getting a bag and eating a whole bag of Fritos. It's like,
I would say I'm there because Fritos have to go. They go great in context with other things.
yes.
I cannot eat a bag of just.
That's
Fritos.
what
I can.
I'm putting that in with the snacks. See, that's the thing. I think a snack has to stand on its own. And if I stopped at a gas station and I'm probably not getting Fritos just because I don't think I can eat a bag.
Can it be
of
the
cheese
different flavor
Fritos.
of Fritos, like the chili
This is
flavor?
the original. But I'll give you chili.
Yeah, I would say anything that is of the brand but different flavors. Yeah, I'd still.
Because
All right.
I like the chili flavored one.
12 Pringles. I like Pringles. Pringles are good.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
as a chip
sour
goes.
cream and
they're
onion
okay.
or the barbecue. They're good. I know they're fake. They're not real. I don't know what they are, but
Fun to
probably
make
all
duck
chemical,
lips out
terrible
of.
for me. Number 11, Lay's potato chip. I like salty
Man,
snacks.
didn't even make the top 10.
No,
That's shocking.
I would have put them in my top 10. They may have made it if we had a Mount Rushmore of snacks. I may have had them on the Mount Rushmore. Okay, this is another one. Here's another problem. Betty Crocker cake. It's like, well, that. Here, Mike.
Who was
you want a snack? I got you.
Let me whip it up.
Cake. Now, in there, when I read it, I was like, okay, because some of them were saying, well, they're talking about the mug cake, but it's still, who makes a mug cake
as a snack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody. No, a snack is like what you were saying. No, this next one, we're in the top 10 now. That was 10. I should never have been in the top 10.
No.
This next one shouldn't even be on the list. And I like it. Jif peanut butter, not Reese's, just peanut butter.
I do eat peanut butter as a snack sometimes.
You have a jar and a spoon, you're just driving down the road, I'm going to have some.
No, I scoop some out and put it in a ramekin.
A what?
A little bowl.
A ramekin. I thought that's what you do with it. I ram it in. A ramekin. Ram it in. I ram into peanut butter.
There's no ramekin.
Nom, nom, nom.
But yeah, I
don't you
I
need
don't
a drink
call
after
it.
that?
Yeah.
I need something with
The
my
mouth.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
I can't just eat peanut butter. I love peanut butter, but I can't just eat peanut butter by itself.
I can, but that's not. I don't.
I gotta have something with
that
it.
wouldn't be my go-to for a snack.
I've sprinkled like chocolate chips or something on it before.
Yeah,
and eat
I've
it
done
like
that. I do that too.
But I still don't think that's a snack.
Or even a little whipped cream on top.
I still don't think it should be on the snack
No,
list.
it shouldn't be.
We need that needs to go. 8 Planters dry roasted nuts. They're okay, but 8 above Lay's.
Yeah, that's shocking.
That's got to go.
Yeah, it's a little out of order. I mean, I like Planters dry roasted
too.
nuts, but
Now 7, Doritos.
That I can see that.
Well, they put Cool Ranch. I'm not a fan. I like just the regular original Doritos.
I'm good with any of those.
Okay, here's another one. 6, Ritz crackers. I like Ritz crackers.
I do.
I don't want them as a snack.
No, with something.
Maybe at 25. I mean, if you want to move them way down, okay, I give you that.
What about the little pack that's got the Ritz crackers with like cheese or peanut butter in the
No,
middle?
I like cheese and crackers.
Yeah, it's fake cheese. I like real cheese with it. But
Yeah.
well, okay, here's a Pillsbury. This says white chunk macadamia nut cookies.
I do like a white macadamia nut cookie, but that...
Okay, but this is saying any of the Pillsbury boxed or refrigerated cookie dough.
Well, see, you got to make it.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Or are they talking about eating the cookie dough
And how
as a
is
snack?
Pillsbury? No, they're saying like you make the cookies.
Okay.
How is the Pillsbury above the Toll House? I think the Toll House is the gold standard for the cookie. It's better than Pillsbury.
Is that the one that comes in the yellow?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Pillsbury's the little doughboy. Listen, little doughboy, you get your little dough butt out of this list,
You're
back
not in
down.
the
You
top
need to
10.
swap.
Yeah.
They should have swapped them. I could have seen them at like whatever 15 or whatever Toll House was at. Toll House should have been sitting up here at 5. Okay, 4 Oreo.
Obviously, 7,000 people didn't agree with you.
Well, 7,000 people are stupid. This surprised me.
Oreo.
Too low at 3. Reese's 3.
3?
There's 2 other snacks that are better than Reese's.
No, there's not.
There
But-
isn't.
Let's see, what are they?
2 is Hershey's. I think 2.
See, Reese's would be above
But
that.
I think Hershey's at 2. I think that's right where it needs to be. I think that's where it's going to be.
Maybe, depending what one is.
M&M's. No, M&M's is not better.
No, I would
than
flip.
Reese's.
I would
flip
go
those two.
Reese's, then Hershey's, then M&M's.
I think that's exactly right. That's exactly right. These people are horrible. Who are these people that do this?
What about Nutter Butter cookies?
I like Nutter Butter cookies.
I do too.
I'd have put them on this list.
Fairly indifferent.
How can you be indifferent? The people that listen to this podcast aren't paying for indifference, Mike. They want a hot take.
Make a commitment.
Well, if you're making me give a take on the Nutter Butter cookies, I'm probably on the lower end of that. Then
Wrong.
I'm taking the Cheez-Its
Oh,
on the Nutter Butter cookies.
Oh, no.
No.
That is, oh my gosh. Cheese it over Nutter Butter cookies?
Yeah.
No, I can't agree with that one.
Still artificially flavored chemical
Little
cheese taste
squares of
over
cheese.
a Nutter Butter cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. I'm disappointed now. I'm crushed. I am devastated. All right.
You should have left that at indifference.
I should have. I pushed.
You did.
You know what? We're going to let's make a Mount Rushmore of snacks.
Okay.
So that means we got to come up with 4.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be hard with Mike doing it.
Well, I do too now. I'm kind of wishing we wouldn't have done it. We should have asked him before we did this. I didn't know how high he ranks Cheez-It.
Let's see where it goes.
Well, let's see. Mike, you throw one out there first.
My number 1 on the Mount Rushmore was potato chip. The potato chip.
That's your number 1?
Are you picking a brand or?
I think you got to go with something. You got to go with a brand.
Okay.
Maybe even a flavor.
Well, it's kind of a local or semi-regional brand.
Oh, don't say it. Do not say it.
He's gonna. I know he's gonna.
Don't. Does it start with a K? Don't let it do
Is
it.
it
it's
a-
Kitchen
Don't
Is it a
Cooked.
do
red?
it.
Oh,
No.
the red and white
Kitchen
bag.
Cooked.
No. I do not like Kitchen Cooked.
I love them.
They just don't.
I
to
love
me,
them.
have as
Greg?
much flavor.
We got to come up with this. This is got to be a group effort. I cannot put Kitchen Cook on there. I could give you Lay's. I could give you.
Well, you guys should have left it at
Ruffles?
potato chip. You're the ones who bring it on.
I know. Because we got to have. This is good debate. This is good to know.
So
Any-
they're on the table.
Any
so
flavor
we'll-
of Kitchen Cooked, I could devour Kitchen Cooked chips.
See, I'll give you probably Fritos. I am not a fan of the Kitchen Cook.
Yeah, I'm not eating the bag of Fritos over Kitchen Cooked. Kitchen Cooked all day, any day.
I think I'll give you potato chip, but I don't think I can give you You have a second potato chip that you
Well,
like.
the second brand, I would go with Lay's then.
I
Flavor
would,
Lay's.
I would vote Lay's on the.
I
on
would
the
see
Mount
potentially
Rushmore.
Lay's, depending where we wind up with the other things. I don't want 5. How many are we picking? 4?
Well, Mount Rushmore's.
How many are there? 4?
Typically 4.
I don't know. There's that 5th guy up there. I don't know.
Greg's Mount Rushmore has 27.
It's a whole group.
It's like your multiple choice question with 87 different answers. Like, what?
So, because I don't want 4 chips up there.
Well, no, I don't think that's.
Well, because
Yeah,
like
the
I have a
others.
different chip on my list.
Oh,
Okay.
well, you want to go next?
Do you mean to give my chip
or you don't have to do your
or my
chip.
number 1?
Give your number 1.
Reese's.
That's exactly right. Reese's is on there.
I know. I forget, Mike. Are you a Reese's fan?
I enjoy Reese's, not as much as you guys do, but if somebody hands me a Reese's, yeah, I'm.
We don't have an
devouring
unnatural love
Reese's.
for Reese's. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the Nutter Butter love is already so high. The Reese's love has got to be through
It's
the roof.
astronomical.
Yeah.
And I would even
We
venture
can't
to
even
say
speak of our Reese's love.
I would even venture to say a Reese's holiday candy.
I would just say I would take a generic Reese's.
I
I think
would
you can
too.
put just generic Reese's.
Oh, not
as far.
generic. I don't
No,
know.
no, I will not stand for this. You must pick a specific Reese's candy.
All right. Reese's Holiday.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Reese's Holiday.
No, I'm not accepting that. You pick a
Big
one.
cup. A Reese's Big Cup. I like a
Okay, I'll do the
Big Cup.
Reese's Big Cup.
Okay, whatever.
No, good. Push it. I like it.
Still come to a consensus on.
Okay, so for me, oh man,
So we've got Reese's and we have chips on there right now.
right now, well, like I said, we're hashing this out. So for Mount Rushmore of. So we only get to put 4 things on there from
Yep.
all of this stuff we're talking about. I will go M&M's. I'll say peanut M&M.
Really?
Yeah.
But you placed Hershey on top of M&M's.
Yeah.
But
For
now
the
you're-
list, I'm saying that list would surprise out of 7,000 people. Me personally, I would put M&M's above Hershey. For me, I'm saying if I was looking at that as a list of you ask more people, I think more people are going to want the Hershey. But I don't know. M&M's.
Well, you threw a curveball at me.
I'm sorry.
Because you moved the M&M's down to
I
3
did.
with the Hershey's, so it makes sense that you'd go Hershey's next. But
I'm an enigma.
how about Nestle's Crunch?
I like a Nestle's Crunch, but I don't.
Yeah, I love Crunch.
I don't think I could put it on the Mount Rushmore.
You couldn't put it over M&M's?
I don't think so.
You like some. I knew.
Yeah,
I like
Bunch of Crunch
Bunch of Crunch at the
specifically.
movie. That's my
Yeah.
go-to movie snack. A
Yeah.
Bunch of Crunch.
But you're right. I don't know if it deserves a whole place on a 4.
That's what I'm saying. You
person
get
Mount
4. I definitely give Reese's, and I definitely give some kind of chip.
Yeah. I think that's a solid foundation.
And then I like the M&M. I do like an M&M.
So now,
I like M&M's.
to your point with M&M's, this is kind of lower on my list, but I do have trail mix on there. It's kind of a staple.
I'll pick the M&M's
And
out, and you can have the rest.
the
Well,
nuts and the Chex Mix.
no, I'm saying
That's essentially cereal.
what?
You put Chex Mix in your trail mix.
What cereal do you
don't
eat
put-
where it's like
you don't
nuts
put-
and raisins?
you don't put-
and-
Oats and Circle or Special
Oats?
K, and
No.
you throw some M&M's in there. It's a trail mix.
No, a lot of people will put
Special-
those.
What trail mix do you eat?
Maybe that's why I don't like it. It's way too
What?
much bran and fiber.
No, I was thinking of like the wheat checks. Some people will put those in.
Yeah,
the
they
trail
do
mix.
put that in there.
Oh, yeah. I guess in some trail mixes, yeah. See, I was gonna go with. I mean, because that's technically M&Ms are on my list, albeit not standalone. Through it another like a mix, but technically M&Ms are on my list.
I threw it out there, so I will let you guys decide whether or not they go on or not. And I'm not married to M&M peanut, but I just know I knew what was going to come. I knew when you were going to make me pick.
I
So,
want to asterisk M&M's for a minute. And see
right.
what else we.
See,
all right, we'll put M&M with an asterisk.
I've
That's
got
a maybe.
3 other snacks that I'm going to throw out there for
Okay.
everybody. 3 other ones. Right behind the potato chip for me are sunflower seeds.
no.
Okay.
Go ahead and put all these 3 out
I'm
there.
kidding.
Okay. And then right behind them goes popcorn for me.
I like popcorn.
Popcorn is solid. And then the third one is jerky. I love jerky.
I like jerky. No, the only reason, sunflower seeds are fine.
But on the Mount Rushmore, I don't know if I could. I don't know if
Yeah,
I could put
I don't know if I could do
sunflowers on the Mount
sunflower seeds
Rushmore.
on the Mount Rushmore.
So I guess I was going more junk food. Mike's going kind of healthy stuff sounding.
Well, no,
jerky?
I don't quite think any of these are healthy. But
Okay, well, I had Lay's chips, Pringles, M&Ms, and Ho-Hos. So you are like Mr. Hippie Crunchy guy compared to my list.
Well, I
right now
had-
at home, I think I've got maybe 6 bags of different sunflower seeds.
Yeah, I knew you
All-
really like them.
Yeah.
And I like them fine. I just don't see them on.
I don't see him on the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Mine. I had a couple of weird. So I had Dorito Cool Ranch. And you just said you didn't like them.
That's fine. We'll vote.
Okay.
If you like,
So-
Doritos are a solid product to put up there.
So
I'm just not a
I
fan
can
of the
even
Cool
take away
Ranch.
the Cool Ranch and make it Doritos.
No, I mean, I think Mike's a fan of the Cool Ranch over the not.
I like it.
Okay,
I
I'll
have
leave
to
it
hear.
for
I have
now.
to hear whatever. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
did we determine it has to be packaged snacks or?
What do you mean? Like just
Well,
out,
'cause
out in
we
the
had,
field,
like-
I go out and pick it, or
No, we had like cookies on there. They
we're gonna do
weren't
like Mike and go pick wheat.
have cereal and your trail mix. No, I mean, okay, I'm going to throw this one out there, and you tell me whether
Okay.
it even qualifies as a snack.
Okay,
A Tresker's Danish.
that's good, but I
I
think
don't
it's
think
too
so.
specific. I think.
Well, we want to be M&Ms are specific.
See, I almost picture that more of a dessert. Now I know we're. I think dessert and snack are two different things. A snack, like what Mike said, you're at the movies or you're stopping at the gas station to pick up.
Well, I'm not going to take
something.
Toll House and Pillsbury
You can buy
to the
Toll House
movie.
cookies at the gas station. though. They sell them.
True, you can get the little, I guess, the
Yeah.
to-go pack. All right, I'll take that one off because I wasn't sure.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Tresker's Danish. Tresker's is a local.
So really,
bakery
I had
that's
Lay's
fantastic.
barbecue chips. We already got chips, so I don't need that one. So my only other one is the Little Debbie strawberry.
Oh man, I'm all in on the Little Debbie strawberry.
Have you ever had a Little Debbie rolled up strawberry cake?
Is it like a ho-ho?
Kind of
Kind of
like a
like a
strawberry
more of a-
shortcake roll.
Okay, yeah, I think I.
It's got the white
I think I know what
icing
you're talking
with
about.
strawberry.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can put that on the Mount Rushmore though.
I was iffy about it, but
I like that better than Ho Ho, but I was trying to go with like iconic. Like
I thought of ho-hos.
if I'm thinking of snacks that are iconic that should go on the Mount Rushmore,
So
and
ho-hos.
I like the Little Debbie way better. Again, I'm trying to be broad minded with my snacks.
Well, people are going to come visit the Mount Rushmore, so
Yeah, like oh,
You
I'm
want-
so glad they put the Ho Ho up there.
and you like ho-hos better than ding dongs.
Well, see, if I put the ding dong on there and it's on the Mount Rushmore, then people be saying, "Oh, let's go look at the giant ding dong," and then that would be terrible.
That would be bad.
I'd rather them come look at the giant ho ho.
Let's go see the giant ho.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got? So we have Recess,
Yes,
For sure.
I think Reese's is for sure.
and we have Kitchen Cook or Lay's. Although, like I said, I'm just not a fan of Kitchen Cook. I think it's too regional
Just
to
go with Lay's.
I think it's just too regional to go with. It's a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I'd
Lay's,
go
Lay's
with
are fine.
Lay's.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lay's. All right, so now we got to put two
Ruffle
more.
or the flat ones.
Any.
Okay.
I go with any.
We got to put two more on there. I think Mike brought up a good point. I think popcorn is. You go to the
You
movie.
want to talk about iconic?
You go to
as
the
a
movie.
snack.
You go to the
Yeah,
gas
popcorn.
stations.
I-
You have to. I mean, I wouldn't. I didn't even think about that.
I could
There's
go
a
with. I could
ton
go
of
with
different
popcorn.
I
flavors
think
out there.
popcorn is what you got to go with. All right, so we got popcorn, Lay's, Reese's, and we need one more.
That's pretty strong. That's a pretty strong list. How are we going to round it out?
Well, you got too salty.
Yeah, you got-
savory. I think you got to go with some kind of a sweet.
I agree.
Do you like ho-hos?
Sure, but I just don't know if they've got the gravitas.
Well, I'm trying to think of the other sweet.
to
It's
round
not
out
a
our
candy
list.
bar. It's a cake. I mean, it's because we got candy Reese's, so I don't want it really particularly another candy bar. I don't think because we got a good variety. We got chips, we got popcorn, we got Reese's.
I still think M&Ms are strong. I think they're coming in
I-
strong.
M&Ms have gotten stronger because of the popcorn. You mix those with popcorn. Oh,
If I'm gonna have to hand it to one more sweet, it's gonna be the M&M. I think would be my vote.
Yeah.
Again, if I was going to pick between M&M and the Little Debbie, I'd go Little Debbie. But I'm just saying for the Mount Rushmore.
okay. Yeah, I could go with M&M.
Yeah. My personal Mount Rushmore would not be this.
Yeah.
I would have other things, but I'm trying to be, let's be all inclusive.
Poor Tresker's Danishes.
There's people out there screaming, like, that's a terrible Mount Rushmore. This is the Mount Rushmore, the official one. This is it. Officially.
That's right.
We got chips, we got popcorn, we got Reese's peanut butter cups, and we have M&Ms.
I think that's pretty strong.
That's strong.
I think that's pretty strong.
You come up with a better one, come at us. Come on. Bring it.
Bring it.
Change our mind. This is the Mount Rushmore. Change our mind.
And visit our concession stand.
That's right. That's right. All right. Last week we talked about time blindness. There was a woman, went in for a job interview and wanted to know if she could have accommodations for time blindness, which I'd never heard of.
I had not heard of it.
But apparently it just means that she's chronically late. And she wanted them to accommodate. I don't know how they were supposed to accommodate. Didn't really say.
Just overlook it, I think.
I think, yeah.
Come in when you want.
Yeah. I know you say we start at 8, but sometimes I could be there at like 7:50 sometimes. But there's going to be days I'm not going to come in until like 9:15.
Yeah.
It's like, well, listen, no, that's not how a job works.
Yeah.
I suffer from time blindness.
So, and in that article I was reading, it said that it is more prevalent with the millennials, which Mike is of that group.
What?
And the Gen Zers.
What?
Now, I'm a Gen Xer, and I know plenty of people that are chronically tardy, and they cannot be late on time. That you have to tell them
official diagnosis.
That when you got to say, "Hey, we're getting together." If it starts at 6, I got to tell them you need to be there at 5:15, and maybe they'll be there at 6:30 then.
And us boomers don't even know what time it is. So,
but I got to thinking. I don't know that we really got into why we think it's more of a problem for these two generations behind us or not. Do you have any thoughts on why that is? I do have some, but I don't.
Enlighten us, Greg.
no, I mean, I'm trying to think what I think.
I got some thoughts. I don't know if you need me to go ahead or Mike. You got any thoughts?
Sure.
Go ahead.
This is what happens, I think, when you give everybody participation trophies.
Oh,
I agree with that.
And you take away personal accountability.
see, I wasn't even going in that direction. That's interesting, and I'm just saying you're in that generation, so that's interesting.
I grew up with kids who would waltz into class 15, 20, 30 minutes late, and then just expect, hey, no, everything's golden. Like,
Okay.
no, that's not how it works.
Interesting. I think that plays into it.
I worked
for
worked with kids who would do the same thing. They just waltz right in 15, 20 minutes late and act like everything's A-okay.
Well, I think because there's no consequences for the people for whatever reason. A lot of the consequences have gone away. So if nothing's going to happen to you, sure, just do what you want.
I mean, it's got to be narcissism. I mean, it's about me. It's not about
I think that
anyone
can
else.
do it as well. But I think there's also narcissists and Gen X.
Oh,
and
no,
Boomer,
yeah, I'm
and
not saying it's.
I don't think it's
specific to them, but I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, like you were saying, specific to them.
Or, I mean, when I was younger, there was an expectation that, when you applied, you were going to show up on time. There was, I don't know, maybe you said that there's no accountability or no punishment for doing it.
Well, before they would just fire you.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew people that got fired. I've been around several people that had been fired for not showing up.
Yeah.
Doing what they're
being
supposed to do.
chronically late. I mean,
when really, if you think about it, that's like one of the only things you can control about your job.
It is.
If you show up on time, do your best. I mean, that's about the best you can do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I agree.
I think that's almost half the battle.
Well, I also had
sometimes.
this because I've got to thinking. Growing up as a Gen Xer and as a Boomer, I'm sure you can testify, maybe even add on to this, but I had to manage my whole life around time. I mean, nothing waited for me. There was no waiting on me.
How do you mean?
So I got some examples. Like, if you wanted something, I would have to go to the store. What time is the store open? Are they having a sale at this day? I didn't have a phone, and I'm not saying this is good or bad. I'm just saying it is.
That's how it was.
I'm saying that's with now too. I mean, it's convenient. You have a phone. I can pick it up. I can go to Amazon. I can find something. I can hit buy now. I'll have it tomorrow. That didn't happen. If I needed something, I usually have to go around 2 stores, go look at the ads or the flyers, see if there were sales. Okay, they got this, but that's a little more than I can spend.
How about a coupon?
So yeah, it's like, well, let's go. Oh, look, there's a sale coming up Tuesday. So I got to try to get there early. They could be sold out of it. So a lot of it revolved around me being able to manage my time to get what I need. It didn't cater to me. I had to just bend my time to whatever was out there.
And you may have this on there, but even watching a TV show. I mean,
Good
now
point. I do have that,
you
but
can
yeah.
stream them, you can find it, watch it whenever you want. We had a specific time that you could watch a show, and you would never see that show again unless they did a rerun years later.
Yeah.
And
that was
syndication.
Kids to adult. I mean, when you're a kid, it's like, hey, the Christmas special is going to be on Tuesday at 7. It's like, okay, man, I got to figure out what we're doing Tuesday.
I gotta be
we
here.
going, Mom, what are we doing Tuesday? It's like, we're going to your aunt's. Like, oh, no, we can't be out of the house. I'm going to miss it. I won't get to see it until next year.
Yeah.
But and TV shows were the same way. Even as adults, there were shows like Who Killed JR? If you don't, that's an old reference, but that's from Dallas. But if you missed it, it
then
wouldn't
you would
come
hear
back
about
on.
it at work the next day.
And it wouldn't come on. If there was a movie out that you wanted to see, and you waited too long and it left the theater, done.
Yep.
Because we didn't have VCR or anything until I was in.
not till I got a little.
I
older.
was in high school. I was probably a junior in high school before we had a VCR.
I was going to say I probably was. I probably was 18.
See, we were always well behind everybody else. My dad was not.
Well, I'm
we
not
were
saying-
buying things when it was on. It was the VCRs were going out of style. It's like, all right, we'll get one now. It's like,
I don't think we ever had one at home. My friends did, so I'd go over there and watch.
we used to be able to rent them when you rented the videos. You could rent a VCR. We would do that.
You could rent a VCR.
Yep. So I had TV. The same way with things being on sale, but like if you were in Kmart, I know that's a throwback, but Kmart, they would have a sale.
The
It's
blue
like
light
next,
special.
The next 15 minutes, we're having a sale on jeans find the blue light special. You can come and get an extra 10% off or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or going back to just what we were talking about Saturday. If you wanted to go to a concert, tickets go on sale Tuesday night at midnight, and you went and you waited in line.
I
and when the
camped twice
box,
for tickets.
When the box office opened up, you just tried to start buying, and if you might get them, you might not. Who knows where you're going to sit? You might luck out, get on the floor, or you could get in the mezzanine behind a
and you
pillar.
could kind of tell by where you were in the line, but you had to stake out that spot and stay there.
So I think all of that has kind of conditioned us to be more on time and to be more, I don't know. So, I mean, more cognizant of that, where this generation, they don't have to. I mean, they do, but nothing gets them ready for that until it's like, oh, because like you said, everything is, they just, all right, well, if you get it today or not, or just do it online or this or that.
And I think it's changing that way. I mean, I think even employers are allowing it more.
I agree. I agree.
You know, and I'm not saying that's bad or good. It's just different than what we grew up with.
All right. Well, that's all I had with that. I didn't want to. Did you have some other stuff, Mike? Go ahead.
Well, let's get you two inside before you start yelling at more clouds. No, but
What?
Mike's crawling us back in. That's fine.
no, I think. I mean, it makes sense.
He's going to take us for pudding when we're done, he said.
I would just sum it up that, or people could try a little bit harder and stop using excuses.
Yeah, that's all true.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I was trying to come up with reasons why maybe it's more prevalent was all I was trying to think.
Well, I think the convenience of everything now is probably a big part of that.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think you're not that way? You're kind of that age. So what do you think's different about your upbringing or
You're
thinking
responsible
that's okay to do?
Right
Wow.
thinking most of the time, except for your Cheez-It stuff.
Yeah, the
Let's
Cheez-It
let
thing
that.
kind of throws him off a little bit
Trail mix coming in as a snack, but we've already done that.
with cereal.
No one said. I didn't say cereal. I will go to bat for the other two, maybe, but not the cereal. So, I mean, I really just think it was because I had that upbringing. I
Yeah.
had the values.
Yeah,
I don't say beat into me because they weren't beat into me, but it's like.
But the expectation, I think, was there.
Yeah.
'Cause my kids
Yeah.
all. They knew the expectation was
because
they were going to get jobs when they turned 16, and they were going to show up.
Yeah,
And
I mean, you grow up kind of under that. You treat others the way you'd want to be treated. You don't want to waste people's
What?
time.
The golden rule.
The golden rule.
how dare you?
It works.
It seems so. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's about all I can probably say to that.
Yeah. We are looking at the time.
We're looking at the time. I
This is running long, I think.
think it is.
I'm trying to go blind.
I didn't know how much.
Time blindness.
How long are we in?
I can look.
Sorry, everybody. You're getting a little peek behind the scenes. How the sausage is made.
The whole
It's very ugly, like the rest of the podcast.
this whole podcast was a prime example for time blindness.
Well, you know what? I had one other thing, but we'll hold that off until next week. And I'll just leave you with this. Have you ever fubbed or been fubbing with your romantic partner?
I don't know.
Well, you're going to have to tune in next week to see if you're guilty of fubbing with your romantic partner.
I'll be late.
Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. So we will push that last thing off into next week's episode rather than to keep going long because I want to be fair with it because I think it's interesting, different conversation. So
Sounds good.
make sure to tune in next week. And again, come at us with your Mount Rushmore of snacks because you now have the official Mount Rushmore. Let's see if yours is any better than ours.
Tune in next week when we'll hear
once
Mike
again-
say, "Where's my cereal?"
That's right.
Who is asking for cereal?
So once again, final thing, our Mount Rushmore is Lay's potato chips or potato chips. We'll say Lay's since we forced
we agreed
everybody.
on Lay's.
So Reese's, popcorn, and M&Ms. If you think you got a better Mount Rushmore of snacks, come at us. Prove us wrong. Change our mind. And we thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that you guys have a great week. Relax. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. We're closing in on our anniversary.
That's right.
I think
4
in
years.
a week or two. We started in 2019. And some people said it would never last.
Some people wished it had never
Some
lasted.
people were hoping. They're hate listening now. It's like they can't keep doing
Hate
this, can
listening.
they? All right. Well, we do appreciate each and every one of you listening. Check out all of our social media feeds. We're going to have some more taste tests. We've got some snack taste testing coming up. So make sure you look us up on Rumble.
And these are not on Mount Rushmore.
They are not on the Mount Rushmore. They may be. I don't know. One of them is we bought a secret or a variety box from Japanese candy, and none of us can read it. So I don't know what it is. So we're going to try some of those. Make sure you're tuning in 7 days, but until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.